It's the first week of May, so you know what that means? That's right. I'm going to look at the real estate market for April. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21 Listwith Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here. So, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Most importantly, though, share this with your friends and family who you think could benefit from this information. A couple of reminders. I've said this for the past few videos. I do have guides that I have created to help you and my clients when either buying a home or selling a home. So I have a buyer's guide and I have a seller's guide. And then I have a special guide called the Educated Move Approach Guide, which really draws on my experience in education and goes through some of the rationale for selling and why we do the process we do. So anyway, if you want any of those, just reach out to me and let me know. So with this market update, I'm going to look at April, and I'll put a graph here, and I always compare 2 months just so you can see a trend. And again, this is for the 5 zip codes in South Tampa. So 33606, 609, 611, 616, 629. So let's look at this graph, and what's kind of nice, okay, it's nice for me as a realtor. Take a look at homes actively on the market. So they were active on the market at the end of May. And you see we went up from, 201 to 221. So it saw a nice increase. And I'll talk about that later, why that increase is good. Here's also something that's encouraging is the new listings. If you recall, a couple months ago, I said the average new listings per month is about 250. Well, you can see we're at 266 for April. So that's good. We're in that average range. And that means the market and people's inclination to buy or sell is really remaining steady as far as new homes, right? Days on the market. Still, we're at 4 days on the market. That's incredible. I was curious about people dropping the price. So again, a normal market, homes stay on the market for 50 days, 60 days, right? That's a normal market. Even longer, maybe 100 days is a normal market. People are dropping the price after a week. They put the home on the market, doesn't sell in a week, let's drop the price. That's not normal, okay? So I did see that, homes, people dropping price on homes after 8 days, 10 days. Don't buy into it. Don't believe it, okay? Look at sales. And sales were at 208, so remained steady. So here's the issue with sales, and I keep using this analogy. If I only have 20 pairs of sunglasses to sell, that's all I can sell. I can't sell 50, I can't sell 100. Now, maybe if I had 50 sunglasses, I could sell 50, but I only had 20 to sell. So, and I want to emphasize this because recently I have heard economists on different channels and different podcasts I've listened to say, home sales dropped this month. Well, yeah, they did because there are fewer homes on the market. So, of course, the sales are going to drop, not home prices. Home prices are still increasing, and we see that at this next point, which is the median sales price. Again, I debate whether to include this only because it depends on where the home is, how new the home is, how big the home is, right? So it can vary. But you can see we had a $20,000 increase. Year over year, so compare March of 21 to March of 22, Tampa home prices have increased over 30% year over year. I'll talk about that moving forward in next week's video. I'll talk about next week's video in a minute. Take a look at the ratio between the closing price and the list price. And you'll see April, people are paying on average, on median, about 2%, close to 3% over ask price. So, and we'll talk about that in a minute too. So here are some key things to really think about and consider. So number one, it's good to see the increase in active listings. It's good to see the increase in new sales, right? New homes on the market. Because we want to get back to a normal market. Again, the inventory, so you'll see we sold, 208 homes. How many homes are on the market? Right now, there's 221. So you're just about 1 month of inventory on the market. A normal market is about 5 or 6 months of inventory on the market. So you take this 221, multiply it by 6, where are you at? You're at 1,300 homes. That is a normal market. We are well below 1,300 homes. And we truly will not see a stabilization of price until we start getting that 4 months of inventory, 5 months of inventory on the market. There is still very strong buyer demand. I had a story last week. I went with the client to see a home. And the home had been on the market 16 hours. That's it, 16 hours. We went to see it. She absolutely loved the home. We put an offer in. I called the other agent. And by the way, if you're working with a realtor putting offers in, they should call the other agent, okay? Just don't put the offer in, call the other agent. I called the other agent. He said, Joe, I tell you, it's been on the market 16 hours. I already have 6 offers and 4 of them are cash offers. That speaks to the buyer demand that's out there, okay? If there weren't buyer demands, things would not be selling within 4 days. I just talked about sales being so quick. And so the buyers, if you're on the buyer side, you have got to be ready to act, right? You've got to have that pre-approval letter. You have to have, you can't wait. You can't say, well, let me have a couple of days to think about it. It won't be there, right? However, as I always caution, don't buy a home just to buy a home, because then you have buyer's remorse. I saw an article today from NAR saying a lot of homeowners don't like their neighbors. I think my neighbor says that. And then something I really want to pay attention to going forward is the ratio between closed price and list price. So right now it's still over list price, right? It's 102%. So that's a number I want to continue looking at. And I'll talk about that more next week. I'm reading my notes, sorry. So look, new homes on the market, 266 people in South Tampa put their homes on the market in April. That's great. And you know what? Some of those people are your friends or your family or even you yourself. You know what? That's why I'm here. I want to be your trusted advisor. So if you're thinking about putting your home on the market, or you have friends and family that are considering putting their home on the market, reach out to me. Let me know. Let me share with them what Century 21 lists with Beggins and what Joe Brown can do to help you, right? I don't want to steal a company's brand and say, what can Brown do for you? But you get the idea, right? So let's talk about next week too. So next week's video, I just want to talk about the economy and how it could impact the real estate market. The interest rates are going up. Fed is increasing rates. So how is that going to impact the real estate market? So I'm going to share my thoughts next week. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out my website, joebrownc21.com. It is a new website. Several links to blogs that I've written, several links to different videos I've done. So please check those out. Send me an email. Let me know your comments. I want to be your trusted advisor. I want to help you. I want to help your friends and family make this transition and process as smooth and fun as possible. Okay? I love sharing this information with you because South Tampa, Florida living is awesome.